David Frizzell and Merle Haggard, Yankee and the Brit and the RTM Radio Network, kicking it off with some Keith Sampson. Howdy! Hello, Saturday night. What's going on, man? How are you? Hello, Patricia and the beautiful Brenda over there, and Cora, baby. How are you? Nice to see you guys. All right, beautiful. Loving it. Jack, buddy, how are you? And Rachel, the queen of makeup. There she is.
Yes, and Patricia's in the chat as well.
In all her raving beauty. How are you, dear?
Hello.
Brenda says it's kind of chilly up north. Good.
Hey.
You stay there. I'll stay right here where it's nice and warm. What a beautiful day outside. Oh, my God. T-shirt weather, a nice perfect breeze. About, what, it must have been damn near 80 today.
Yeah.
Good 75 or so.
It started off a bit of a cool breeze this morning, and just gradually through the day, it
that
just
would
got
be
more
me.
and more gorgeous.
Because I am quite the cool breeze.
Whatever,
I
Trevor.
am the cool breeze.
Whatever.
Oh, man. Hey, Brenda, I want to ask you, were you in the band at school? I think you were, weren't you? There's a picture. I'm going to have Donna.
My profile picture on Facebook, Brenda.
Yeah, will you look at that? I'm wearing a shirt that says GV. I don't know. That's not the whole picture.
Photo.
Look at it and see if you have a clue what that's from. It's an old GV shirt from God knows when.
Let me grab the link somewhere.
And what is it? I forget exactly what it said on it, but I'd like to. Oh, you were in the choir. That's right. Well, you might recognize that shirt. I don't know. Jeez. Yeah, there it is right there. Is that the one?
Hey, look, it's Bunkholio Leo. Ho, ho.
Oh, really? Mr. Spunkhole.
Yeah, there's
I see he's got a new name.
in the chat room.
I forget what that said on there. GV Royal Band or something like that.
Yes, GV Royal something.
I don't know if you could tell by looking at that shirt. If that
And there's a music note on it.
kind of a beat up one, but
Yeah, and the strings, the 5 strings of a guitar.
I don't know if that rings any bells or not. But have a look and see what you think. Okay, get off of that stupid thing.
Hey, look, Ted.
There's
In
Ted.
the chat room. Shannon Holio is in the chat room as well. Hey, cool.
Oh, look at
guys.
Shannon. She's looking all Irish now, don't
I
you?
thought I saw. Yeah, there's Jason. I thought I saw Jason too.
Shannon's got the Irish green going on.
So at the top of the hour, guys and girls, we're going to be having Ethan Wayne on the show. He is so cool. He's got some awesome music out there.
Nice to see Kevin and Shannon. Very good. Did I miss anybody now? Now, Jack. Jack's got some cool music, too. We play that. That's some awesome
I was only
stuff.
thinking about Shannon last night, thinking, hey, she's not demanded any music recently.
She was having wet dreams about you.
I know, I was.
Hello, Jason. Jason and Patricia. in
Can't
the
help
house.
who you dream about, though, can you?
Ted Williams. Of course, we got all that great Steve Hickman music, and we played some Keith Sampson already. And just trying to mix it up tonight. Top of the hour, 8 o'clock. Ethan Wayne is coming in with us.
And Patricia wants to hear some Loretta Lynn and Conway Twatted.
We might be able to do that right there. And I do got some Conway Twitty lined up. Where is that at? So I can...
She just said Conway Twitty and
Conway
really
Twitty.
say
Twitty.
who. Sorry, she didn't really say the song.
There it is, right way to hell down there. Wow. All right. Good. Yeah, requests are welcome, of course. Saturday night, like I said, Ethan Wayne's going to join us here at 8 o'clock. We got one of his tunes to play for you. Let's see. What are we missing? Oh, my God, we had the worst friggin' experience with a barbecue joint today. Oh, my God, what a moronic little fucking Frankenstein-looking
And I wanted,
twat this
I
guy
wanted
was.
to clip that cut in a little bit because it's got him reading your bank card out. but anyway.
You might as well fucking give it to everybody. That stupid fucker's got it.
Yeah, Randy had a rant at this guy
Oh, my
today.
God, wait till you hear this. Can you do that? Can you, not right now, but I mean,
Yeah,
get
I'll
ready,
wait till we got
find
a
that
song
and
on.
play it up to that spot, or is that in the
Yeah.
middle of the whole conversation?
No, that's fine. Yeah, I can do that. You get
Stupid
tune
moronic
on.
fucking idiot. Fucking made me give him my credit card number because our credit card machine's down. And he's trying to blame Google. And then a couple customers before us got up and walked out, and he's trying to tell everybody, oh, well, it's a self-serve place. But if it's not busy, I'll wait on you and blah, blah, blah. And I said, where in the hell do you find all this self-serve stuff you've been telling everybody? And he points to 2 little plastic boxes full of filthy silverware. And it's like, oh, my God.
And I took pictures of the cup of ice that they gave us. It had all bits all in the ice, and the cup had lipstick marks or something around it. Oh, I don't know what it was around the cup. Because it's those foam cups, you chuck them away, don't you? I don't know what the hell was around it.
Little wanky bastard. God, boy, it all started off pretty good, and then the longer we sat there,
It was so
the worse
nice
it got.
until we walked in.
And it just kept getting worse as we went. Hey,
What?
You want to, like, I'm talking over here. Maybe you
I
didn't
was
notice
giving them
that.
some background noise.
You're giving me plenty of
Hey,
noise.
this is what was playing in the place.
Why don't you plug it in?
Because I'm getting to that bit where...
All right, well,
past the bit.
let me start a song first.
Well, go on then, click it.
Jeez and Rice, you're driving me fucking crazy already.
You will
You've been here
keep
5
banging
minutes.
on, won't you?
I will. God damn it. Besides, it's buying time till I get Patricia's tune loaded up. Turn it off a minute. God damn.
Oh, I love winding you up,
Can't
husband.
even fucking think straight. I had enough winding up with that moron at the barbecue shop.
I knew it would pick at you till it
What an
broke.
asshole. Jesus Christ, I'm so sick of dealing with fucking stupid. It's everywhere. My God, I can't even fucking believe it. All right. Off to a bad start. Terrible ending. Conway Twitty and Loretta Lynn. God bless America. Unbelievable. Sorry about that. It sounded like an old friggin' jukebox back when I was a kid, stumble into some old bar and you hear the old rattly, tinny jukebox playing in the corner. That's the impression I got anyways. So what's going on? Hello, everybody. All righty then. I'll get you a better one, Patricia, somehow. I'll figure something out. No, I can get any one of them. If you give me a title, it's easier if I...
What about that, oh, I don't even know what state it is. We did the going to Texas. Randy and me sung We're Going to Texas, but...
Oh, you want Jackson.
But Jackson, that's right. I didn't even know what state it was or what
It's
town
in Tennessee is what they're singing about. Leaving Tennessee and going to... leaving Tennessee and going to Texas. Searching. So much for the new router doing any good.
I know.
I don't think that's the issue. Well, you know what? That ain't going to happen right now. Let's play this because there's too much dicking around going on. Did you get that figured out?
I had to stop it and
All right, we'll do
There,
this.
okay,
Oh,
here
you
we
got
go.
it?
Here we go.
All right, I guess this is recording Donna.
I knew Randy was going to go off on one, so I was like, right, I better get this recorded.
Boy, does she know me well.
I do know you too well, husband.
Go ahead, hit it, Hal.
75414.
What do you need my phone number for? I really don't like giving you the damn card number out like that.
Well, then I have to have cash, sir. I cannot help. My system went down. I don't run the computer. I don't run Google.
903
So, I mean,
487
wait a minute. You're welcome to go to the ATM and bring me cash back. I mean, I
903
prefer, okay.
487 9626.
Okay. And it's 3176 is a charge.
You hear that music? It's like a funeral in that fucking place.
Let's see your signature here. For the charge. It's 3136.
You have the pulled pork sandwich.
Right here, Nick.
Is that a small potato or small potato salad?
A small potato salad.
What's the date?
The 18th.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks a lot.
I need a receipt.
Okay. And this charge isn't going to be going through for about 4 or 5 days, so it'll
4 or
save
5
the money.
days? That takes so long for.
Because my credit card system is down, sir. I have to get.
You don't go to the bank and do this?
Do I go to the bank and do it? Of course, it goes through the bank. That's who's causing
And it takes 5 days to do this?
I'm just saying, like, would you just go get me cash? Let's do that. That would be the easiest.
I'm not going to get cash. I want you to give me a receipt so I can go. But I mean, it's just a hell of a way to run a business. Get your stuff fixed and do it right. We run a business. If we have issues, we fix it.
And you control Google, right? When your system's down, the computer, I control the internet.
I can't control Google.
Do you control the
I'll
internet?
tell you what, we'll go get cash. Can we have our bank details back that you wrote down? Thank you.
I'm not going to get cash.
No, we're going to get cash.
No, I want to get a receipt so we can get out of here because friggin' place is already driving me nuts. That music is going to friggin' kill me.
You could have simply asked me. I could have changed the music for you, sir. I can't read minds.
Didn't ask for too much as it was.
Well, I've been glad to change the music.
I don't know. You don't.
have anything on the tables, no silverware. We had to wait for that. I mean,
Well, I mean,
don't
look,
understand.
this is how it works. Okay, this is a self-serve place. Okay?
Look, I'm just trying to tell you.
Okay,
The
I'm
way
just
you're
trying
doing
to
it
say-
stinks.
Okay, we self-serve. Okay, you're supposed to. I was just being
How do you
nice serving you.
self-serve? Where do you get the stuff? Where do I go to find silverware and salt
here.
and all this?
There.
And why didn't you tell us that?
Because I was trying to be nice. I'd rather have you just sit down and relax while I'm sitting here and I'm not too busy. I'd rather just
Trying to be nice instead of just telling us outright. We heard you telling everybody else as they left.
I was just trying to be nice, dude.
And the ice, look, you bring out ice in dirty cups. The ice is dirty itself.
The ice is dirty.
Can you see all the bits in it?
The ice comes from Brookshire's, okay? Out of the ice ready.
Did you ever wash your hands? When is
I
that?
didn't
Cups.
prepare that.
Does the health department even come in there?
I didn't prepare that, and yes, we do. Okay,
Can't deal with those questions.
He did the ice. I didn't do the ice. The ice is dirty.
Yes, there's all bits in the
It
ice.
doesn't matter now.
Thank you.
If anything else comes off that card, though, be goddamn sure we'll be back.
Please don't swear at me.
Guy's a fucking jackass.
Yeah, the guy. This just before we got our food, there was a table to the left of us, and the guy brought out there was an older lady, and then there was a lady around about my age, and there was a young boy. Well, they brought out the lady around my age's food, and they brought out the young boy's food, but the elder lady, they never brought her food out. They just never brought it out at all, and then the lady got up to pay, and they asked for the food a couple of times. They actually asked, did you take our order for the did you bring my order for this? And he says, no, but I gave you this and I gave you this. And then and they said, well, what about my mum's food? She's been sat here all this time with nothing while we've been eating. And he just he said, oh, it's out the back or something. And then when they went to pay, they said, well, I just want to pay for mine and my son's food because my mother didn't get her food. And he says, well, the food's out the back. And he says, it is a self-service restaurant. So she says, so I'm supposed to go round the back and into your kitchen just to get the food. And we looked around, both me and Randy looked around. This is not a self-service restaurant. There is nothing, when you go in the self-service restaurant, you see trays of food out, you see cutlery out on a table that's visible to everybody. You see salt and pepper and ketchup and whatever sauces. You see them all out on the side. There was nothing out on the side. The cutlery was up in a tray somewhere, up on the little pass-through window, weren't they? And when we asked for some cutlery, the guy gave us just one set between us. So we had to ask for another set, even though there was two of us sat there. And Randy says, we need some cups. And they gave us our drinks in a Coca-Cola bottle. And Rand said, oh, and I need some ice for this. So he asked for 2 cups of ice. Well, the bloke just gave him 1 cup of ice. So and then we finally got a second cup of ice, and the cup of ice, like I said earlier, was the ice was all dirty. It had all little bits on it.
Cup was dirty like a friggin' mechanic got a hold of it.
Yeah, it was like they'd scooped up the ice off the floor or something.
The guy ain't no Dumas Walker, that's fucking
Oh
for
my
sure.
gosh. And Randy went to the toilet and he says, oh, I hope you don't need to go for a number 2 because you cannot flush that toilet. There was just every single thing about that place. It looked amazing from outside. It looked all rustic and it looked like one of those really, really cool places. And as soon as we walked through the door, we could smell that barbecue and was like, oh, this is going to be an amazing meal. And lo and behold, we just could not believe it.
So when I go to take my shit later on, there's going to shit out $31 worth of fucking nothing. $31 fucking dollars. And on the menu, he had half a rib, $12.99. So I thought, you know what? I don't need all that other crap. I'll just have some ribs and I'll have a drink and I'll be good. $14 maybe, Fucking. Then he charges what the total was like almost $40.
Yeah.
And I bitched at him. I go, "Are you out of your fucking mind?" And he lowered it down. He took the price off. He made it only 12 something a thing.
And I kept saying about
whatever.
the
And I'm like,
$12.99 one,
yes.
and he says there is no $12.99 one. And I said, what's that on your menu? And I kept pointing at it on the menu.
And he totally ignored that.
Yeah, and he says, what sides do you want? And I said, I don't want sides. I just want that $12.99, whatever you call
Then
it.
what did he say? He
with
said,
the
"Well, you
ribs."
got to have this."
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh, and there's no web page or nothing for him, so I can't even
Yeah,
fucking bitch about it.
Yeah, well, just as I was I pointed this out to you, that video, because I picked it up on video, because video, the sound is always better than the voice recorder on these phones. But it shows the actual menu, and it shows Eastgate something, so you'll be able to get the name off the video.
Oh.
Yes.
Because I'll call the goddamn health department. Fuck it. What a shithole, man. The bathroom, the toilet didn't work. The guy's got clothes and shit in there, some filthy fucking shower. Half the doorways have fucking shit sitting in front of them so you can't go through them, which is blocking the fire exits if there's any. I mean, what the hell kind of fucking operation is that? I love those greasy little shithole barbecues, but not that, man. That was not exactly what I had in mind. So, I'll do my damnedest to fucking make his life miserable. Fucking Frankenstein-looking motherfucker.
That was, I think it was called Eastgate. What was that place? Eastgate Road Drive?
It's in Midlothian, Texas. Don't eat there.
Yeah, Midlothian.
A couple different customers walked out before we got up there.
Yeah.
Donna says, "Do you hear all that?" And I'm like, I couldn't really hear what the people were saying. Then she explained it all to me. Then we got up there and I went through the same thing. It's like, not gonna fucking happen.
Yeah, and the guy said, I heard the guy say to the woman, that it's self-serve, and I was just being nice to you. I was just trying to be nice to you to let you sit down and relax, and I'll bring your food to you. It's normally a self-serve place in here. There was nothing in there that said.
And there's no signs that said it was self-serve. Nothing of the sort. We walked in, and the guy handed us a couple menus. So we assume, okay, we'll go sit down, and we sat down. He come over and eventually took our order, and we thought all was well and dandy, and it just went downhill from there. But. That's what you get when you eat out like that. Just pick a place, which is, we thought, well, you know what? We'll sit here and we'll enjoy the experience. And fuck that. So much for it was an experience, all right. God almighty. Hank Williams Jr. by request. Hank Williams Jr. with the Yankee and the Brit. Yeah, I was just looking at downtown Orwell there, Brenda. Unbelievable. It's sad to say I don't even miss any of that stuff anymore. Not a bit. It's a life in the past, I guess. It's pretty crazy. But I can, I look at those places, like I see the old bank building where Mom had her beauty salon and where we had the restaurant. And I just went out to East Orwell where I had the sign shop and where, Linda and I lived when we were married and Ben was born and blah, blah, blah. And don't even miss any of it. I don't know if that's a sad thing or not. I don't know. Hi, Sandy. What's going on there, Cranky Pants? How are you? Nice to see you there, girl. Hello, everyone. Probably not going to be here long. I'm already having problems. I figured you'd be falling asleep. But that's all right. You go ahead and sleep. You need the beauty rest. Still love you either way. Wes Brown released a new song yesterday, or today he released that song, and we had it yesterday to play, so we're going to jam it again. Wes Brown and Last of a Dying Breed. The Yankee and the Brit, the RTM.
Let's ride.
Love it. Wes Brown, Last of a Dying Breed. Brand new, man. Go check him out. You can find him all over Facebook. And Beverly Gosden Knight. Thank you, dear, for setting us up with all that, too. Very cool stuff. What a wonderful lady, that's for sure. Yeah, Sandy, did you see what Sandy said?
No.
I'm not falling asleep. I can't get this fucking phone to work.
Well, you don't need your phone to fall asleep, idiot.
That's how she gets the name Cranky Pants. Yankee and the Brit, the RTM Radio Network. Vern Gosden, that's for sure. Here he is, Set 'em Up Joe. Brad James and Truck Driving Women and Men. One of our first interviews ever.
Yes, our very first one, which was a couple of years ago now.
We keep talking about getting him back on here.
I know.
The wife hasn't done any
Once
done
upon
a job.
a time, when Brad James was young and good looking, we had him on the show.
Now he's gotten fat and lazy.
Oh, wait till he hears about that.
I still love you, Brad.
I know. Brad is, like I've said before on this show, Brad is the third person in our marriage. The third person in our very own bed. So,
Excuse me.
If you're saying that Brad is getting a bit podgy on the belly, it's because you've been feeding him too many cakes and donuts and pumping him too much creamy donuts.
Pumping him full of the Bradley life.
You wait till he hears this. You'll be the one in the shit, not me.
It's all right.
He expects it from me. Anyway, top of the hour, guys and girls, Ethan Wayne is going to be joining us on the show. Yes, he will be.
Yanki and Brit, the RTM Radio Network. Talk to Jack Silver about all that cool music because he's the man with the plan. Love that stuff, man.
Yes, he is.
I got to go back and find that song that I really liked. It. I had explained it before about it. Reminded me of sitting out on the range around a campfire or something, and I can't figure out which one it was.
What, one of Jack's tunes?
Yeah. And I can't figure out which it was. I'm going to have to go. Shamefully, I'm going to have to go listen to them all again.
Oh, no. That's going to completely wreck your Sunday, isn't it?
I won't get any work done. I'll be sitting over here jamming along, that's for sure. But yeah, maybe tomorrow when we're getting those shirts ready to go out the door, I'll kick that on and listen to them until I find it again.
Sir.
And then I won't forget it. Hey, let's do a tribute to the man with the plan who just passed away today, Chuck Berry. What a cool dude he was, huh? Always had it going on. Loved the old duck walk across the stage and him playing with his ding-a-ling and, man, a million other friggin' great tunes that guy had. Here's one. We'll do this one. Riding along in my automobile. Brit and the RTM Radio Network. Poor guy. Just gone like a cool breeze. The cool breeze that he was, anyways. The RTM Radio Network on a Saturday night. We have on the telephone with us.
Da-da-da-da-da. Ethan Wayne. Say hello, Ethan.
Hey guys, how y'all doing?
Hey.
So what's going on over there? Where are you? What part of the country, I should say?
Right now, I'm in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Right now, I'm actually at a festival. We're checking out David Lee Murphy tonight. He's headlining our local festival here. So I'm pretty excited about that. He's one of the guys that kind of formed me as a country artist.
Wow, that's a name I haven't heard in a while. Is he still out and about quite regular?
Yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm hoping he doesn't have a heart attack or nothing tonight. I mean, I'm hoping he can play his whole set. I know he's getting a little old, but hey, I'm looking forward to it. This is my first time being able to see him, so I'm excited.
Is he that old? I didn't think he was that old.
Maybe he's not that old anymore, but he might not be that old. Let's see. We can Google it.
That's my man
We'll
right
Google. That's worth a Google, man. We'll find out. Let's see.
See, now if there was a Facebook post about him, it would have been true.
Yeah, right. 58 years old, so yeah, he's getting up there.
Hey, whoa, back off there, Jackson.
See, me,
Christ, I'm 58 years old, and I hope the hell I ain't close to
you,
no
my
heart
darling,
attack
are
yet.
going on for 60.
Shut up.
Hey, you're still looking young. That's all that matters, huh?
Wow.
Now you're just kissing
now
horse.
now you put me in a spot, damn it. I feel young. I don't know about looking young.
Hey, well, you can keep up with the best. That's all that matters.
That's it. There you go. So what got you into music? How'd you become who you are today?
So I started music playing in my local high school band. I actually started on trumpet. Started playing trumpet, and I've always loved music, and then I picked up the drum, and kind of went from there. And then I went to a rock and roll phase, and I wanted to play the guitar. I picked that up, and then after that, it was kind of country music just felt right at home.
When you were in you said you were in the high school band. Is that the one that like plays during the football game half times and that?
Yeah, we did all that. We played in halftime shows. We played in festivals. We did all kinds of stuff.
Did they make you march the silly march where you got to have your knees up to your chin? And did you wear wear your real tall stovepipe hat with a strap under your chin?
Yeah, we had all that. It was almost like we were in the military. It was pretty strict. Our band director was very strict. Me and him butted heads a lot.
I'll bet.
But yeah. Some reason he liked me, so. But
as soon as you said trumpet and band camp, it had me giggling.
Yeah, no, it wasn't like that. We didn't have no band camp stories, thank God. But yeah.
Oh, Donna's disappointed now.
I am disappointed.
I know, right? I kind of wish I would have some, but no, we definitely don't. So I guess
I'm glad to hear that you didn't have a trumpet stuck up your backside.
No, I've never experienced that. I don't really want to. So.
Was that the first time you actually got involved with instruments when you joined the band, or did you do something when you were littler?
Yeah, no, I never really thought about music whenever I was little. Guitar, and he sang, and I love listening to him play, and I love watching live shows. That was my thing, and just music was kind of a way of coping with things, and you know, being the positive to life. And I guess it felt more like home. Each more and more I started playing. So
Yeah, I couldn't.
I don't.
I couldn't argue that point. Music has always been one of those take me away drugs.
Oh, me too.
Oh, yeah.
Cora.
Writing is.
Cora in the chat says to tell you hello. By the way,
Well, hey, Cora, how are you? Thank you for joining us.
I'm trying to keep up with everything here, so forgive me if I interrupt you too many times.
Cora just loves
Oh,
her
no.
country music. She loves a country artist. She loves to share all these, share the country artist posts. She's pretty fantastic. She just loves her country music by the sounds of it.
Cool. Well, I mean, after this, I can share her my website or whatever, so she can kind of check it out and see what you think.
Donna said you were working on a video today?
Yeah, well, we were working on a new music video for the new song that we're coming out with. As soon as I get it, I'll send it your way. But the production of the music video is still very slow. But it's a new song that I wrote. I wrote it for my grandma. She passed away last year, and I've just been thinking about her lately, and I thought it was a good time to capture that moment.
Sure,
and,
absolutely.
So the song's called. Hang on, I gotta remember what I named my song.
Must be new.
It's called "Heaven Needs You," and it's just a lot of people better relate to it, and but it's kind of a new age country song. We're trying something new and hoping people latch onto it and enjoy it as much as we did, because we're definitely enjoying the hell out of producing it. We've been in the studio for the past week, and it's just crunching, and it's been fun though.
Well, tell us. I'm always interested in this kind of thing. I'd love to be involved in that. Making videos and things. Of course, not in them, but what's the process? I mean, have you been out filming, or is this just something you're doing with a cell phone, or is this like the serious video?
No, it's a serious video. We're actually filming in a green room right now. We have a green room that we're working in right now to do all of our still shots. And basically, what we're doing is we're just recording all my main, which will be me singing in front of the camera. But it's a lot of effects with the green room and the green screen and stuff. So
a green room,
but
how
whenever
cool.
It's literally green. The whole room is literally green. It's super cool. They painted the walls and there's sheets, and it's super cool.
We have a giant green screen that we use.
That we never use.
We've used it once or twice, but.
Oh yeah. The programs they're super cool. I'm still learning how all of it works, but the producers they're fantastic, and they know all of this stuff, and it's super cool. It's something that you get to experience and something you can hold on to, and look in the future and say, wow, I did this. It's cool.
Are you comfortable with being in front of the camera like that?
Oh yeah, I've always been a natural. The last time I went in front of the camera, we did a photo shoot, and the photographer, she came up to me, she said, wow, she said, you're just a natural. What do you do? I said, I don't know, I just wake up. I just wake up because I don't know. I've just always been very open to doing pretty much all kinds of crazy stuff. So
just be you, and it all comes together.
That's right, and that's how I feel about my music. As long as we stay true to ourselves and how we produce what we want the people to hear. I mean,
was there lots of people at your video? Lots of people helping. Did you have to wear makeup and stuff?
No, I don't do makeup. But I mean, now I'll groom myself. I'll trim the beard and stuff. But I don't do the whole makeup thing. But some people, I mean, that's cool if they do it. No offense to them, but I don't really go that route. But
we just see some of the videos and some of these, whether it be women or men, that look like they've had a battle with a box of Crayolas.
Yeah, they'll cake it on there. That's first, in my opinion. I don't use it, but no, like for the females, if we have any female artists that'll come in and do some shoots or whatever, we'll use it for them. But as far as me, I don't.
Is this a production house? I mean, do they make a lot of videos? Is this all they do?
Yeah, it's a little local place here in Lake Charles, and they have a bunch of studios, and they also do videography and all kinds of stuff. I think they just got the green room not that long ago, so they're kind of still new to it. But it's not that hard. It's just finding the person that knows the software. It's just like anything.
Boy,
Yeah.
Lake Charles, what a beautiful place. You been out on the lake?
Oh, all the time. It's beautiful over here. The fishing is wonderful. The right now the weather is fantastic. I'm sure y'all feeling some good weather too.
Oh,
It's
absolutely.
beautiful.
Today was a great day to be outside. Man, we loved every minute of it.
Oh, we've been over here at the festival for most of the day, and it's just been beautiful weather. Everybody's got their Jeep, their tops on their Jeeps down, and it's beautiful.
Are there gators in the lake?
Not in the lake. Now, I mean, if you go in any little small canals and rivers and stuff like that, yeah. Back in my hometown, oh yeah, there's gators all over. We in my mom's house, she floods bad over at my parents' house. Whenever they get a flood in their backyard on one of the cement slabs, they'll have one come sun itself every now and then.
Oh,
So
well.
that's interesting to wake up in the morning and walk out the front porch and you look down and there's an alligator sitting on your driveway. It's interesting.
Well, you can always have him for lunch if worse comes to worse.
Or the alligator can have you for lunch.
Yeah, yeah, if you're not careful. But I mean, around these parts, you kind of most of us we all have guns on us, so it's kind of that's just the way of life, you know.
Yeah, it just becomes an everyday commonplace kind of thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, I always have one on me in my car and in my truck. I mean, I always have one. It's just natural. I don't know. We were just raised that way, I guess.
Have you ever needed to shoot your gun?
Needed to or wanted to? Because I've wanted to a lot.
No.
I meant, have you ever had to use it for like an animal or,
A gator.
Or for an alligator?
Now,
or
this is
criminals?
off the record. I have had to attack a gator that was a nuisance. But he was a nuisance to a crawfish farmer, I guess you would say, and I got rid of him for him. So, and we ate him. He was delicious.
Yummy.
Oh yeah.
Nothing like having next of kin for breakfast.
Yeah, when we were growing up, that's what our parents taught us. If you kill it, you clean it. You learn how to clean it. So.
Yeah, well, that's part of the deal, I guess.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And it was anything. I mean, if you killed a little sparrow, we were eating that too, and that wasn't that tasty.
I hope you took the feathers off first.
Yeah. Mama definitely taught us well, I tell you that.
I'll bet.
So.
When you come out, now if you come out the door like you're talking about and say there's a gator out in the driveway or something, do you just mind your own business and leave them alone, or can you chase them away, or are they that fierce? Will they come after you, or do they just kind of walk off and leave you alone?
Most of them, they're out there stunning themselves, so they wouldn't really mess with you unless you start messing with them. But if it's a nice-sized gator and my freezer's empty, I'm kind of thinking I might grab him.
So when you say, put your hands up, this is a citizen's arrest, the alligator's on its back getting a suntan.
Yeah, I don't know if it works like that, but that would be a cool sight if you seen it that way, I'd say that.
Excuse the British.
But, I love her accent. It's awesome. It's really cool.
Yeah, the rest of her would drive you nuts, so.
Yeah, it's all that useless skin that's around the accent that's the problem.
Oh, that's a good way to put it. I like that. That's fun.
There you go. The skin that's around this old Louisiana boy ain't the best, but the insides are all good.
That's right. That's right. Oh, we got cuts and bruises, but hey, we keep on kicking.
All right.
Where are you recording your music at? There must be a studio around there, or do you have your own?
I have my own studio. Whenever I started doing research on how to go about it, I figured when I sat down and I started calculating how much it was going to cost me, I figured, wow, it would be way cheaper for me to buy what I need than to go rent what I need. So that's what I did. I spent a whole summer and I worked my butt off, and I spent a lot of money and a lot of time, but I got where I need to be now.
So do you?
Now it's focusing on music.
Go ahead. Sorry.
But no, you go ahead.
Do you? Now you have your own studio. Now, do you write your songs and do you produce your own songs, or do you have somebody come in and run the board while you record, or do you play each instrument separately and then put it all together at the end? How do you go about all that process?
Yeah, I actually write all my lyrics, and I have two producers that work with me. I want to give a shout out to them. Brit, he's one of my producers. He produces my vocals and effects and stuff like that. And if I want to experiment with any kind of stuff, he's very good at stuff like that. And then I have Chris. Chris is my instrument guy. He is young but very knowledgeable, knows his stuff, and they both have school experience, and but they kind of became friends, and that's kind of how we went about the studio. Just it was a way for them to do what they love to do and help me out in kind of a sense, you know. So.
Now your song "It Gets to Me," is that the first one that you've put out, or have you had other ones before that?
That's the first one I put out. We actually just started this journey into country music, and I've always been a fan, but I never thought it was me until I kind of started playing with it a little bit and actually getting a feel for country music. And now it's feeling more like home than anything. 'Cause I started out playing rock and roll in cover bands years and years ago, but it never kicked off, and I've always wanted to do my own thing, so this was an opportunity.
What do you think is easier in this day and age now, to be a rock and roller or to be a country star, country music player?
Country, hands down. I mean, so open and so easy. For me, it's way easier vocally because I don't have to scream and I don't wake up hoarse. And it's what the people want nowadays.
What do you think?
Rock and roll.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you think rock and roll has fallen by the wayside for the most part?
I do, sadly. I love rock and roll. I grew up listening to rock and roll, but sadly, it's a dying breed, and I don't think it's gonna make it too much longer, but this new country rock is kind of kicking off into what is pretty much rock and roll.
Well, I don't think it'll. Of course, I don't think it'll ever disappear. But I don't think we're ever going to hear anything. Like I grew up with rock and roll. That's all I was. Smoking weed, rock and roll, drinking moonshine.
Yeah.
Burying the hog and having a pig roast and. We always had, Leonard Skinner and Van Halen was one of the ones that turned me onto the serious rock. And there's nothing like that anymore that, tells a good story and still has a good rock and roll feel to it. Everything anymore is a screaming metal noise. And it's just, as I get older, I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, you're right. It's changed so much. It's crazy. I mean, just from the venues I play, it's every now and then I'll get a request for a old rock and roll song, but it's always an old people. The newer people, they just it's like they outgrew it, more or less. Like they I don't know, they're just not into it for some reason.
Yeah, and then the older groups that are still trying to hang in there, whether it be the Who or the Stones or somebody like that, they just don't. They still can jam, but I just don't think they have the feeling that they used to have years ago. I think that's all kind of...
we see them on Austin City Limits, don't we, some of these bands, and they just... Sometimes it's like...
They're just not the same.
As cruel as it sounds, it's like you see them and it's like they're a has-been, It's as sad as it sounds because, they all jam it like the rest of them, but you see them up there, you see them... I don't know how to explain it, really. I just see a sad state looking at me as opposed to vibrant and fun and lively and but that's time. Time and age takes its toll on everybody, doesn't it? We can't all be young spring chickens like me.
More like an old hen.
I keep telling everybody I'm just going to stay young. I don't plan on getting any older.
Yes.
Probably one of the keys as you get older too is knowing when to maybe not quit, but when to just back out of the spotlight and just be yourself after that.
Yeah, and that's a perfect way of wording it. Because I've played with some guys that are well-seasoned guys, meaning they're a little old, but I mean they've had the hard part, and they said that the exact same thing, that it's not their time anymore. Rock and roll just.
A lot of the guests that we have on the show now are we switched from rock, I don't know, a month or so ago. We're just doing all country now because a lot of these guests we've had, you included, are bringing back that sound from back in the day when before the 90s and. Then from the 90s on, it seemed to get worse, and it's just gotten into this. I'm not a Colt Ford fan by any means because I don't like the rap crap kind of country and all that stuff. But a lot of these guys are bringing back the I don't want to say country western, but just good country music that relates to life in the South, or, you know, the redneck life, or just being happy and comfortable with yourself and who you are. And that's why I got back into country, because some of this music, I don't know if you've listened to any of it on here, like Steve Hickman and Keith Sampson and some of these other guys, Lance Stinson, all these guys we've had on here. Their music is just, it takes me back to when I was younger, and that's what we're liking about it, and that's why we switched back over to country, because all these new people, like I said, such as yourself, are bringing all this great music back.
Yeah. Whenever I started this whole project, and we decided that we were going to make this thing, and we sat down in the meeting room, and the producers, they asked me what I kind of seen this going, and I always wanted to keep it traditional, but yet still to where the new people and the younger crowd can relate to it, and I love writing love songs and all this stuff like anybody else, you know. So it's easier for them to relate rather than, you know, some of this other stuff that's being produced nowadays.
Do you find that to be like a thin line to walk, trying to please both genres of people?
It is. It's very hard. Actually, I was talking to an old radio guy the other day, and he was telling me, he said, I see what you're trying to do here. He said, honestly, pick one. He said, if you want to be traditional or if you want to be new. So, and the way he laid it out, you know, he's right, but in the sense, I think it, you know, we can still be traditional and new.
That's my thought. You can be a bit of both.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you can always, you know, because I know plenty of artists that do it. I mean, there's even these newer artists, Jason Aldean, and some of these even smaller artists that do it, and they do it well. They do it very well, just so. That's what gives me hope.
Yeah, and a lot of music is lacking heart, and when you bring some of this traditional music back and put some heart into it, and you can put something new into it if you want, but as long as you're bringing that heart and you're bringing that good old country traditional music back, that's what we're after, isn't it?
Yeah, if your heart's not in it, what have you got?
Exactly. I mean, pouring your heart out into a song is that's how people relate, and to me, that's greater than any record sold out there. You know. Well,
you know, Donna and I, we love our music, and we have fun singing songs. We have no intentions of ever trying to be anything. That's not our idea. Our idea is just to sing and have fun because we love to sing. But, you know, that's what we hear when we hear somebody for the first time. The first thing is that feeling you get. If I feel it and I understand it and you're talking to my soul and my heart, that's it. You know, that's all I need. That's everything right there.
Yeah, that's how people relate to you as an artist. Because I remember growing up, and I would hear all these country artists, and I would just the way they sounded and the way they presented themselves on the song, it kind of made me picture an image of what that person would look like without even looking at their pictures of what they actually look like. And it's funny because I would do that, and then I would go back and I would look at their pictures, and it was totally different. Like, it was a totally different image I was seeing in my head. I don't know if many people do that, but I did that when I was a kid, and I just thought it was super cool.
I do it all the time.
It was just really cool, just because most of these artists you see on the radio, you know, you hear the song, but you don't see the artist. You don't see what they look like or who they're trying to be. And so I've always pictured it, and I just thought it was super cool.
DeBraw is in the chat. DeBraw that holds the tits. She said, I want to ride in his P-Rose, and he can sing to me as I paddle. I don't know what the P-Row is.
A P-Row, what? Where is she from? She's from Louisiana?
I believe so. Where is she from?
I think she's in Tennessee now, but I think she's from Ohio. I think she's from.
Where are you from, DeBraw? We forget. Sorry, hon.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, a P-Row. That's just like a little bitty small boat. Just like a little rowboat. That's here in Louisiana. That's what we call it, a P-Row.
Well, she wants to ride in your P-Row, and you can sing as she paddles.
Well, that sounds. Hey, if she's paddling, then that's my kind of woman, huh?
There ain't enough room for two people in one of them,
now
is there?
There's only one seat.
Yeah, they're small.
Yeah, there's only one seat, so it means that she gets to sit down and she can just relax while you stand up and you're wobbling about the place trying to get steady, and sing and dance and play a guitar.
She's from Indiana, believe it or not.
Indiana, that's the word. Oh, my gosh.
A damn Yankee.
Damn Yankees.
No, wait a minute.
Hey, that sounds good to me.
She's a Yankee. I'm a damn Yankee. I moved from Ohio to Texas. That makes me a damn Yankee.
I don't know what that makes me then.
That makes you a damn Brit. Oh, man.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
You got a 4-wheel drive truck?
No, I don't actually.
What?
I had to sell
Oh,
my 4-wheel drive
Ethan.
truck.
No.
Yeah, I know. I'm living in poverty down here in Louisiana.
I guess. Don't tell me you got don't tell me you got a Metro or something.
It's got a P
Oh no, I didn't go that low. I'm swinging low, but not that low. No, I had a really nice 4-wheel drive truck, and I'm not going to go on the record, but my ex-wife took that from me, so to speak.
Yeah, you'll have that.
Yeah, it is what it is. So you live and you learn, right?
That's right. Ask Donna.
So-
Ask Donna. She's number 4.
I was going to say, I ain't got
What?
no ex-wives.
Well, I had to have some practice,
hey.
damn it.
Yeah, you got to practice. You got to. Now what you going to learn, right?
Hey, you know what? It took me 40-some years to find this woman, so damn it, I'm going to enjoy it now. Finally weeded out all the bad
There
shit
you go.
and ended up with her.
There you go. Nothing wrong with that.
That's right. A little bit of
wrong with
practice. What do you do for work?
I'm actually a pipe fitter by trade, but in the plant. But I just recently got my my license for a crane operator.
Oh, that's not
I
bad.
did that for many years. Yeah, that's kind of how I paid for all this music equipment and studio and stuff like all stuff like that.
Well, hell, you need to write a blue-collar song, man. That's right up our alley.
Yeah, kind of. I know. I lived it for so many years. The boots and working long hours, and I've done it. I've been there working 7 days a week.
Oh,
for
been there.
years, and
Been there, done all that.
kind of enjoying my music right now. It's prime time to just enjoy a little bit of music. So that's
Do you
what
do
I've
you
been
have
doing.
do you have a band or plan to?
At the moment, I don't have a band. I have musicians that I play with, just very talented musicians that I'll call up and say, hey, can you do this gig with me or whatever. But as far as a band, the Ethan Wayne band, it's not a thing right now, but it will be in the future. I'm just not playing big enough shows for a band right now, but it's coming. It's a coming thing.
Well, it sounds great, man. The one song we do have is great, and I'm looking forward to hearing the other one, that's for sure.
Do you have any plans to make an album?
Oh yeah. The album is in works. I'm just releasing a couple. These singles are just singles that are going to be on the album.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just releasing something so I can keep people interested because it's such a long process to get all this stuff done, and I gotta keep working on all these songs, and so it's coming. The album title is going to be called Your Memory, and it's just a bunch of stuff that people can relate to and can say, hey man, I think you wrote this song about me, type of stuff.
Well, your song "It Gets to Me." Now we played that the other day, and it's a great tune. What is that? Where does that come from? What's that about? Any particular thing?
Yeah, it was just written about how one woman can make you feel things that you've never felt before.
Well,
And
that's the truth.
and just how life life's wonderful if you have the right person there next to you, and so it gets to me, That's how it is.
Yeah, I understand how that works. Sometimes you don't want to admit it, but I know how it works.
When me and Rand sometimes we'll get in bed, and I tell you what, I know you don't want to hear the gross stuff, but sometimes we just laugh at the stupid stuff. When you're overtired and you get giggly. One of us will come out with something so absolutely disgusting, and Randy will say that I have the worst disgusting humour ever. Yeah, he is the one that giggles and giggles and giggles at it. We're both laughing in bed at absolutely stupid stuff, and that's when I think to myself, "Hey, I got the right man here. Life is excellent."
Oh shucks, torn nothing.
And that's the stuff they'll say, hey, it gets to me, That's
Yes.
that's the stuff that you'll remember, the stuff that makes you laugh and cry and
Well, I certainly
smile
don't.
a little bit.
I don't think there's any way to write a song about it. You couldn't put that kind of stupid shit into words.
Yeah, no. So it gets to me is kind of the best way of describing it.
When you're lying there in bed and you can just feel the bed shaking because he's just giggling.
Idiot.
Yeah. Hey, the ladies in
That's
the
the
chat
best
room.
kind.
The ladies in the chat room would like you to say hello to them. There's Debra. I think you're making her windows a bit steamy over there. And say hello to Sandy as well.
Well, hey, how are y'all? Y'all doing? It's awful sunny over here, and we wish y'all were all here.
Sandy, we call her Cranky Pants.
Sandy, that's who it is. Oh, hey, Sandy, nice to meet you.
And of course, Debra, she's the one that wants to get in your P-row.
Debra is the one that holds the
it-
tits.
It's the bra. That's what it is.
Yes. Debra.
That's her name.
Yes.
Like
Well,
Debra?
it is now. Her name's Deborah, And I called her DeBraw.
Oh.
I called her DeBraw one time, and it ended up DeBraw that holds the tits.
Krista Bra holds the boobies.
Whatever works for her. Huh? Well, hey, Deborah. Deborah, hey.
Yeah, they're quite a wild bunch. Love our listeners, that's for sure. Well, you have a Facebook page?
Yes, we sure do.
And
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, website, we got it all.
do you have anything on sound? What the hell is it now?
Cloud.
SoundCloud?
Yeah.
Yeah. The song is on my website. It's on SoundCloud. It's on iTunes for purchase, Spotify, Google Play, Pandora. Pretty much any place you could think of, you can hear my song. It's so easy to get. It's unreal. I thought that was the coolest thing ever.
Now I got to ask you, what's your real name?
My real name is Ethan Cormier. I switched to Wayne because I just thought it sounded way better.
It does. It sounds nice. It's a good name.
It was just a personal preference that I thought would be. And plus, I don't want people to be bugging me one day.
Well, I just I can understand. Oh, I saw it in the email, and I saw your other name, so I was just kind of curious if that was your real name. I figured it was, but better to hear it from the horse's mouth.
Oh yeah. My real name is Ethan, and so I just went with Wayne because everybody always asked me my middle name, and I'd always tell them I didn't have a middle name. So now they can look back and say, see, he does have a middle name.
There you go. Ethan Wayne with us on the phone with the Yanki and the Brit, RTM Radio Network. What a funny guy, too. Got to love this. His music's awesome. We got a tune we'll jam for you when we get done here.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years, Mr. Ethan Wayne?
Hopefully playing all over the country.
Yeah?
That's my goal. To be playing in every city in the United States and overseas. That's my goal.
So are you playing out much around Louisiana now, or do you pretty much?
Yeah, right now we're branching through the Louisiana area, and then we're supposed to be working on a tour. It's going to start around Florida, and it's supposed to go through California. It's going to be mostly southern. That's in the books. It's supposed to be probably end of this summer, but we got a lot of work to do on it before we can confirm it.
Well, unless you're flying, you got to pass through Texas to go to California.
Oh yeah. Gotta love Texas.
And you're welcome to come up north here anytime you want. If you get up above Dallas or get to Dallas or something, let us know.
That's if his wife, Debra, will let him because she's proposing to you in the chat room, Ethan. Debra that holds the tits says, will you marry me?
Well, hey, I'll tell her what, let me get back to her in about 10 years.
There's an offer you can't refuse, Ethan.
She also said, yep, he's 100% Cajun.
Oh, yeah. If you can't tell it by my accent, let me get a little drunk, and you'll tell in about 5 minutes.
No, she won't. She won't be able to understand you.
Probably not. Probably not. As I start drinking, my accent gets even heavier, so it's enjoyable.
Tell me some of your slang words from over there, words that Brits like me won't understand.
Y'all is probably my most favorite. I don't know why I love it so much, but y'all is probably the worst slang ever. I don't know. Another one.
Hard to come up with one right off the top of your head, but when you're talking,
it's kind of hard. Yeah, I mean, just stop me whenever I say them because I'm sure I say all kinds of slang.
Have you got any Cajun swear words?
Cajun swear words.
Most of them are about the same no matter where you go in the South.
Yeah, I think they're all about the same. I can't think of any off the top of my head. If I say any swear words, it's normally the bad one, and I'm normally pretty mad, but I try not to get to that area.
When you're expecting the mail to arrive, do you say, has the mail went, or do you say, has the mail arrived? This is an important question.
I don't think I say neither. I think I say, go get the mail or something in that area.
Well, if your mama or somebody says, do you know if the mail, would they say, do you know if the mail went or has the mail gone, or how would that come out?
She would say, has the mail passed?
Has the mail passed?
Donna just cannot stand this. Area. This drives her nuts.
Or my mom would probably say, where's the damn mail, or something like that. Southern mom type thing.
Because Randy will say, has the mail went? And I'll say, has the mail went where? Meaning, has the mail arrived? And it baffles me how these talk.
See, now has the mail passed?
There you go. You got something new now. Something new to
The
say.
mail fast.
She heard me say, has the mail went yet? And she had no friggin' clue what the hell I was talking about.
And there was no mention of
That's
the mailman that delivers the mail. It was just the mail itself.
Wait till you try to learn some British.
Oh, now that sounds like a challenge there.
It is.
Yeah, let's
It's a
go
challenge,
up.
all
Let's
right.
go up the apples and pears for a cup of Rosie Lee and a Ruby Murray, which is let's go up the stairs for a cup of tea and a curry.
Wow. Yeah, I would have had to translate that somehow.
Yeah.
Here's
that's
one you
Cockney
can use on your
slang.
friends when you're drunk. Tell them to saw it off.
The sawed off.
Saw
No,
it
I've
off.
heard that one. I've heard that one before.
That's a
I've
good
heard
one.
that one.
That works around here. Nobody has a clue what it is.
And call him a bellend and you're likely to get your head
Oh,
knocked
yeah,
off.
bellend is a great one.
Yeah, I'll have to remember those for the next show.
Don't tell your mom she's a bellend, though, whatever you do.
Yeah, because the bellend is the end of your ding dong.
Oh,
Your bell
oh yeah,
end.
yeah.
Oh, what do you teach these people?
I know.
You'll never be the
Learn
same.
something new.
Never be the same Cajun
Yeah.
again, will you?
Hey, I learn something new every day.
Walk
So-
around with a Cajun British accent.
So how did you get hooked
That's
up
right.
with that delinquent Davy?
Oh, Davey.
Yes.
I got to give a shout out to Davey. Davey has been one of my good friends over the past years. Well, I don't even remember how we hooked up, honestly. Somehow, I think he might have just showed up in one of my gigs. I don't even know. Or I might have showed up in one of his. I don't know. Something happened, and we just became friends. He's something else, him.
Yeah, there's a good old boy.
Did he have spoons
Well,
in his
yeah,
hand
he-
and a washboard?
Yeah, probably. I wouldn't doubt that. He's a hell of a dude and a very entertaining fella.
He is. We love
Well
him.
liked.
We love him. He's
Well
great.
liked.
Should have tried to see me trying to explain to Donna what a washboard was. Davey was on the show. He had her all messed up.
He did.
It's easier to show than to explain.
Well, of course, there's Google.
they
There's
actually-
Google for that.
Yeah. There you go. There comes Google right there. Yeah, they actually had in the festival they had two washboard players that were playing up on stage for one of the local bands. So that was pretty cool.
DeBra, I think this woman's got the hots for you. She says.
She's got issues.
She says, Randy, get him to say "bite my ass."
Is Mama listening?
Mama's listening.
All right, Mom. Sorry. Bite my ass.
I don't know. I just don't get it.
Oh, she just
Now,
deleted
my
the
mama-
comments.
Oh, she deleted it.
Gotta apologize to Mama again.
Keep Mama happy. That's more important than anything.
That's right. Southern Mom, you definitely don't want to piss her off.
Oh, he just said the
That's
P
not
word.
That's not a good. Yeah, that's not a good day when you make Mama mad.
Boy, ain't that the truth. Now, what do you call your wife? Now, I know you said you weren't married anymore or anything, but I mean, what does a Louisianan man call his wife? I mean, is that like the old lady, or do you call her Mama too, or does it depend on how long you've been married, or what?
I try to stay away from the term old lady. To me, it's kind of, I don't know where that slang came from, but I don't know. It just to me it don't sound right. Old lady. I don't know. It just never connected with that term for some reason. But I don't know. I guess I don't know. And if I was being goofy, I'd probably say wifey or something on that term. But
I just
no,
wonder.
I try not to use old lady
I've
or woman. Yeah.
I've changed it over the years, I mean, I used to say my old lady, but that was hanging around with the bikers and, the roughnecks and
Yeah.
things like that. Yeah, my old lady's this
Yeah,
and my
that's-
old lady's that.
Randy calls me Mama sometimes, and I'm like, I am not your mum. You didn't come out of my vagina. I am not your mother.
Yeah, I think that's a Southern thing. I know a lot of older couples. That's what they'll do. They'll call their husband dad or something like that. I guess it's a Southern thing. I've never really understood that.
I think it's an age thing too. I mean, it seems like
It-
a lot of the older people call, the older people, their wives will call him. Well, Dad says this, and I think that's just age with some of those.
Yeah. We had people in our family that did it too, and I never understood it, but I never questioned it. So I don't know what the answer to that question is, but it's interesting.
Now, you don't have a CD out yet, right?
No, I don't.
Okay. Deborah was asking how to get your CD, and I know you said earlier you haven't. That's what you're working on now.
Now she can get it digital. It is digital right now on iTunes. If she has an iPhone, she can get it. If she got an Android, she can still get it. All she has to do is look up Ethan Wayne in the search browser, and I should be the first one that pops up. I'm the only Ethan Wayne on there. So
no, that's not true.
There's some more on there.
I searched YouTube and found all kinds of Ethan Waynes.
Oh, I'm talking about iTunes.
Okay.
YouTube, they might have some more.
I was going to say, because there's an Ethan Wayne is John Wayne's son, for one thing.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah, he pops up every time, because I was looking for you when we first got in contact. I was trying to find some of your music, and I typed in Ethan Wayne, and John Wayne's son was like, I don't know how many videos with him in it.
Yeah, we should have all the music on. We're doing a lyric video for It Gets to Me. We're in the process of doing that right now. It's just gonna be like a little lyric video with cool effects and stuff. And that one should be out by the end of this month. And then go ahead.
Mr. Purple Gold is in the chat. Ring any bells?
It sounds like somebody I know.
Says you can buy his single. It Gets to Me on iTunes. So it must be somebody.
Yeah,
you know.
that sounds like Brit. It must be Brit.
Oh,
that's one of my.
Someone called Brett. I think it was Brett just asked to join the Yankee and the Brit page.
Ah, there you go. Oh. Yeah, and you can post up when you get your next tune out and your CD's all finished and whatever, or if you want to post, where to find your music, please help yourself. Put it on the Yankee and the Brit show page. If you're not a member of that, awesome. Donna will fix you up with that.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I am a member on there already. I get notifications.
Yeah, anytime.
Yeah,
feel
I'll
free.
be sure to do that.
Yeah, get it out there. As many places as you can get it. That's the way to get out there and let people know who you are.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Social media is definitely the key. But you got to put in the work.
That's what we talk about. Like when we do our T-shirts and stuff, you got to put that out there every single day. Or I don't know if it's people forget or if there's just so much going on. But you got to. Oh,
I don't know.
Mr. Purple Gold says I'm the producer.
Yeah, yeah. Social media is interesting. It's like you said. I don't know if people forget or if they just or their mind's not on the subject or they got other problems. But yeah, unless you jam it down their throat, they don't see it.
I think they're too busy arguing and fighting about their brother-in-laws and Trump and God knows what else.
Oh Lord, yeah, I'm about tired of seeing that on Facebook right now.
I hear you. I don't even look at it anymore. I scroll right by that crap. I drove truck for 20 years and I worked at a railroad for a while. And I love my trains. So between trains and trucks and things like that, as Facebook has gotten more retarded, I pretty much just skip all that stuff now and look at the stuff I like and don't even bother with it.
Oh yeah. It's unreal the stuff they post, man. You can get on Facebook all in the same 5 minutes of scrolling. You can get pissed off and you can get happy and laugh at something crazy all in 5 minutes. It's crazy how that works. It's kind of like the weather here in Louisiana. It's hot one day, and next day it's cold, snowing one day.
Vicky Cormier's in the chat. Hello, Vicky.
Hey.
That's my mom.
She says, I love my son. Not if you'd have heard some of the things he was saying, you wouldn't.
There, don't listen to a mom. They're wrong.
Is she cooking your dinner tonight?
She's probably. She cooked me lunch this morning. That was nice of her.
Well, I should say she was cooking your dinner.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be eating tomorrow. Well, they're cooking me crawfish tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah, some mud bugs.
Well, we're not going to keep you too much longer. Anything you'd like to add? Any information or news?
I was just about to say before you guys rudely interrupted me.
What have you got to say?
Ethan, anytime that you have any news, if you know that there's no one on a call-in with us at the time, you can always call in, let us know about a CD release or a new single, because we'll be happy to have you on the show. Just to call in and let us know any news, wouldn't we, dear?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I'll just call y'all random times, and we'll just chat, and I'll tell you about my day. How about that?
Yes, sir.
And if anything, if you can't make the call because you're busy, because I know you're going to get busier as you go because of this great music, just record it on a phone message and somewhere quiet and send it over, and we'll just play it. Nobody know the difference.
Hey, that sounds wonderful.
He is going to get busy because Debra in the chat room is going to be stalking his backside.
Probably.
He's going to be fighting her
If
off
you find a
with
car
sticks.
with Indiana plates in your driveway, run like hell.
Oh, that's funny.
Well, okay. We got 10 questions for you if you're willing to answer them, and then we'll let you go.
I got 10 answers for you, and let's do it.
Number 1, what is your favorite word?
My favorite word?
Your favorite word.
I would say it, but I don't think it would be appropriate on this one. So let's pick a different word.
I'm sure you're more
Pick
worried
a
about
word.
Mama than you are about what people hear.
Yeah, Mama, it's crunch time now. Mama's on here, so I gotta watch it. I'm gonna go ahead and say y'all. I say y'all a lot, so I'm gonna go ahead and say y'all.
What is your least favorite word?
Oh, least favorite word? Yep, no. I'll say no. N-O.
Number
I
three.
hate that word.
Number three. What turns you on?
Sorry, Mama.
What turns me on?
We had a hand come on here the other night, and he says, "What did he say? It was women with nice asses, I think it was, or something like that."
Ethan just said what turns him on is the bra in the chat.
He didn't say.
Yeah, there you go.
Vicky says you're handsome too. Ooh, baby.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. What turns you on?
We'll just go with a big butt,
What turns you off?
a big mouth. There you go.
What sound do you love?
Sound I love the sound of a steel guitar.
Boy, you must like Junior Brown.
Oh yeah.
What sound do you hate?
Sound that I hate. Yeah, I would say dogs barking when I'm trying to sleep.
At least it wasn't gators chawing on your leg.
Oh, I love that.
What's your favorite curse word?
We'll just say the F word.
All right, that's just fine. I can relate. What profession other than yours would you like to attempt?
Other than mine, I don't know. I think acting would be pretty cool.
What profession would you not like to do?
Being a nurse.
Yeah, I can understand
For sure.
that. Number 10, last question. If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
It's about damn time.
I'm scared he's going to say that, and I'm going to wonder, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, it could mean good and bad things.
I hear you. Well, that's
I don't know. We just came out of a seminar here at this festival, and this guy, it was called something about dinosaurs. So we went in, and he tells us, he says, "All right, I'm gonna take 10 minutes of your time." That 10 minutes turned into 20 minutes. Okay, so anyway, we sit down, and he starts telling us about how God created the earth and all this stuff, and he tells us how dinosaurs really existed, and how they became fossilized and all this stuff, and how Noah's Ark was the reason why the earth is today how it is. Yeah, it completely threw me off because the sign on the door did not say none of that. So, but yeah, it was that was interesting.
surprise, surprise.
Yeah, it was very surprising because he was almost like he was trying to force his beliefs on us, but it was interesting.
Oh, I don't do that kind of thing.
Yeah, I believe in what I believe in, and I don't really care for people pushing it, but people have their own opinions, so it's not a bad thing.
Thank you. I agree 100%. You can believe what you want to believe, and I'll believe what I want to believe, and you be you, and I'll be me, and we'll all live happily ever after.
Exactly. That's how the world should be, but sadly it's not.
Well, hey, man, great having you come by with us. Like we said, anytime, post whatever you need to post over there on the show page, and, man, keep on jamming. I can't wait to hear that new tune.
None of that calling
Thank
in
you.
the middle of the night with your heavy breathing, though. I mean, that gets freaky after a bit.
Tell Vicky to make sure you don't let him make any of those nasty phone calls at 3 o'clock in the morning. And keep him off the 800 numbers.
Oh, well, yeah, as soon as I get that single, I'll send it your way. But it might be a little while. Because as soon as I get the music video done, we don't plan on releasing it until the music video is complete. So that might be a little while. We're almost done with the song. We just, now we got to start the music video, and no telling how long that's going to take. But as soon as I get it, you'll have it.
That is going to be slicker than snot on a doorknob. Bring it on, man.
Awesome. I like the way you put that.
All right. Well, thank you very much for hanging out with us for a little while. Appreciate it. Nice to have you. Come on back. When you get that new song ready and you do send it over, we'll bring you back and you can tell us about it.
Sounds good. I appreciate it. Thank y'all so much.
All right, man. We're out of here. We're going to throw your song on. It Gets to Me. Here's Ethan Wayne with the Yanki and the Brit and the RTM Radio Network. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ethan Wayne, and It Gets to Me. What a great guy. I'm still amazed that we talk to these people on the phone, and then they come out and they sing these wicked tunes, man. It's
I know,
like,
these
is that the
guys are
same
so
person?
cool.
Is that the same person we were talking to? Unbelievable. Well done, my friend. Thank you very much for hanging out with us. And thank you to his mama for kicking in a little time with us. And
Yes.
Mr. Purple over there. Good people, man. Nice to have you guys hanging out with us. Oh, yes, sir. Another song we can add to our regular playlist. Pretty soon we will have nothing but all these great artists singing all these new tunes.
I know. How cool is that? And
know.
don't forget, guys, another awesome one, Justin Dukes. He's that cute young man. He's 22, but he looks a lot younger. This is why I know his age, because he just looks so much younger and he's just so cute. And his music is just awesome. Hopefully, that husband of mine will go up in the loft and dig out some of his music and then slide back down your fireman's pole.
I was just up there, as a matter of fact, I got it.
I heard that squeaky noise as you slid down your fireman's pole in your underpants.
That was something hanging out the bottom there. It was rubbing against the pole.
Oh, really?
I'm watching it because Mama might still be listening. Don't want to say anything I shouldn't. Yeah, Justin Dukes, what a cool tune this guy has. As soon as we have enough of all these great new artists that we have, we're going to do a whole 3-hour show with just nothing but them in it. And boy, is that going to rock, huh?
Just like your Yankee and the Brit night, Sandy Fisher, you can have a whole night full of these awesome artists.
Excuse me. Yeah, boy, is that going to be... I can't wait to do that. Won't be much longer, man. A few more tunes, we'll have 3 hours worth. Here's Justin Dukes, Lovin' You. Chris Ledoux, This Cowboy's Hat. Hell of a tune, man. God, I love that. That puts some feelings into things. Chris Ledoux, This Cowboy's Hat. Yankee and the Brit, the RTM Radio Network on a Saturday night. Got it all going on over here. Ethan Wayne was with us there.
Louisiana, Saturday night.
Good old Louisiana Saturday night, where you get down the fiddle and you get down your bow. You kick off your shoes and you do nasty things after that. That's after you had a good old jar of that shine. Come on.
Well, thank you so much, Ethan Wayne, for coming on
Yes,
the show.
that's what I was getting to, man. I just got lost in the music.
I know you did.
That's right. Excuse the hell out of me. All right, then. Let's move along here. Got lots of tunage to play, lots of time to jam.
Let's quickly just tell everybody that we are now making the shirts for Steve Hickman, Brad James, loads and loads of cool people out there.
Wes Brown.
Wes Brown. We're also making Vern Gosden shirts as well for Beverly. Oh, we're making all sorts over here at the Yankee and the Brit.
We're actually going to have to write that down so we remember.
Yes, we are. We're going to have to make maybe a little promo. That
Missing Truckers. Geez, there's a whole list of things.
Truckers Gone Wild Cruises. We've got our own shirts as well. Oh, my gosh, we've got all sorts going on over here.
UTA Live, which Ted was in the chat. He
Live.
just left. Thank you, Ted.
Yes. We've got our own signs and banners. We can ship you a sign. We can make you a nice, big, huge banner that says the Brit is the sexiest woman on earth. You know, you could have anything on a banner.
And then we were talking with Ethan about, using social media, internet, that kind of thing to tell people about you and who you are and what you do and blah, blah, blah. And, when we hook you guys up, to design your shirts, or you design your own or whatever, when we make the shirts, you got to post that every day, man. You guys got to keep on top of that, because people just, I don't know if they, we were talking with Ethan, I don't know if you just forget, or if people were just, their minds just, they're like, oh, I want one, but, you got to post it every single day.
Life just gets in the way, doesn't it?
That's it.
It's not your most important thing going on in your life
That's
right now.
That's exactly it, right. But you got to post it every day. You got to keep on top of it, and it does work. But it's funny how it does. I never bought that kind of thing. Oh, who wants to post that crap? Who wants to see that on Facebook every day, over and over and over? But that's what works. Got to stay on top of it, and it'll definitely work for you. But like Ethan also said, it's a lot of work. You can't just sit there and expect people to come find you, because it won't happen. So, if you got shirts to sell, get out there and post them, man. Keep on top of them. We post regular for you guys.
Yes, Debra says I'm the Brat's mum.
Yes, Debra's got a RTM Radio Network Brat shirt for her daughter. And now we're going to make her one, I think, that says she's the Brat's mom, I guess.
Yes, I don't know. Do you want RTM Radio on the back? I totally meant to ask you earlier. Do you want RTM Radio on the back and I'm the Brat's mum on the front? Because we have a perfect picture to go on the front of that, by the way. Don't we, dear?
We do?
We do.
What is that?
What we was talking about, that... I can't tell you one here, otherwise Debra will know what's
Oh,
the
right
surprise.
then. All right. Yeah, okay. I got you. Tenfold.
Hey, and Debra, I've been meaning to ask you, has your daughter had a poo yet? I want to know if she's had pink poo.
Hey, JP.
Hey, JP Zammit is in the chat room.
Yeah, did you eat those pink cookies? What color came out?
We wanted to know if you had a pink turd yet.
Between drinking, what is that beer that makes you shit black?
Yeah, Guinness makes your poo go black. Only the Guinness that you get in Ireland. It doesn't really.
And now there's some bloody cookies that make your poo go pink.
Yes, Oreo cookies. We sent them over to Debra's young lady, and it made her tongue go pink.
You are strange, wife.
I know.
Keith Sampson.
Well, hello, y'all, I'm glad you're here. Sit back, relax, pull up a chair, kick off your boots, and grab yourself a beer. We got a special show tonight. Don't wear those yoga pants so tight. It's kind of a distraction from everything we're trying to do here. We're the Yankee and the Brit. No, we don't do no politics. Yeah, we like M&M's, we don't take no shit. We're the Yankee and the Brit. We love what we do. The Yankee and the Brit show is for you. Oh, welcome to the Yankee and the Brit.
Live from Texas, it's Saturday night. George Jones. Who's gonna fill those shoes?
You know, this whole world is full of singers.
Oh my gosh, what a voice, that man. We just love him over here. We just absolutely adore Steve Hickman. And some of the other artists that we've had on here tonight, thank you so much, Ethan Wayne, for joining us. Let me just say hello in the chat room to Mr. Blake Taylor. Why did I say Blake Taylor? Taylor Barker. He's in the chat room. I'm going to get your tune on in just a couple of minutes, Mr. Taylor. Mr. Barker even. Oh my gosh, Donna. Get it right. Get it right. Let's get this one over here. This is Train Whistle Blues by Merle Haggard. Awesome. Wow. That's just amazing. Thank you so much, Taylor Barker. I will get your name right tonight if it kills me. So, Taylor Barker, thank you so much for that. You guys are amazing. You just keep bringing us all these great artists. Just can't believe it. But yeah, send him our way. Send him my way and we'll get him booked on the show, hopefully. That would be so cool. Let's have a look what else we got. Oh, we have Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy lined up. Woo. The Yankee and the Brit and the RTM Radio Network. Oh, Brad Puckett is in the chat room. Awesome to play your tune tonight. That is just amazing. Hopefully you can join us on the show one night. We can interview you and find out all about your music. I've just checked the clock here. We've got just over a minute and a half. And then we are out of here. Randy's already snoring over there on the chair. I told you in the chat room we've had a bit too much sun today. It just got scorching out there, you know, when, oh my gosh, it was just crazy. But thank you guys so much. And thank you, Ethan Wayne, for joining us for your interview tonight. You are just awesome. You guys in the chat room are just the bestest. So this is me signing out. Good night, guys.
Second and tired, four-board tread. Made a lot of almost love in the bed of that truck. It got stuck a lot. This leather jacket boy singing.